InvestKL Conversations, brought to you by BFM in collaboration with InvestKL.
Malaysia and the United States have been friends a long time, and doing business has been an integral part of that relationship. Examples of this legacy abound, such as tech giant IBM and AECOM, the global management support services firm, both of whom have been operating in Malaysia for decades. In both cases, their experiences here are instructive in terms of how each country supports the other's growth aspirations. Let's start with Big Blue, who opened their first offices in KL 5 decades ago. They have grown, as too has Malaysia. As the world globalizes and efficiency becomes ever more important, its chosen site in the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur is today a big part of its global outsourcing strategy. Ramesh Alwan, IBM's Global Delivery Center leader, explains.
In Malaysia for about 50 plus years now. In a long time, considering the fact that a company like IBM has been here in Malaysia, growing with Malaysia. One of the key reasons why Malaysia was chosen as being a strategic location from an IBM standpoint was more in terms of the skills availability, one, and two, in terms of the infrastructure that Malaysia was able to offer. It's at par with the best in the world today in terms of the power infrastructure, the road infrastructure, the skills and the competency availability has been extremely good, and that's one probable reason why we've chosen to stick with KL.
The infrastructure and its stability matters to IBM as well.
Recently expanding into Cyber Jaya as well, opening up a global delivery center. That really talks volumes about IBM's faith in the ability of Malaysia to deliver to the IBM's clients at large. Typically, all our centers where we're currently located, I think the basis on which the location gets selected in terms of where we want to go up, set up a new center and grow.
And far from being a done deal, KL continues to add more connections.
In a city that's growing, you are bound to have those bottlenecks. The high-speed train that's been introduced has really helped people commute between different points within the city, be it for work or be it for travel. So the way the KL airport and the city is connected, it's been extremely good. It's made people come into Malaysia easily. They're able to actually judge the time that they would need to spend in Malaysia in terms of time to travel from their work location to their hotels or hotels to work locations. All of this is possible because of the kind of road network and the train network that the government has put in.
And the last word on Cyber Jaya, IBM's home for its global delivery center.
In its own comparison, right? I would probably not go back and look at anything where we'll really, within the country where we can really go back and compare. But this is a kind of a minuscule city at this point in time. It's got everything, a lot of greenery, a lot of space, good buildings. The way this whole area has been set up is extremely good. Well connected in terms of, again, people coming to work from the city and the suburbs, well connected to the airport.
For AECOM Vice President Scott Dunn, KL was a real eye-opener. When he arrived, he was taken by the scale of KL's growth and the size of its ambitions. Today, he is in charge of not one, but two game-changing developments that will transform KL's skyline forever. He explains.
AECOM's played a very large role in the economic transformation program for Kuala Lumpur and the Klang Valley, and a lot of that has been around livability. There's a goal of Malaysia to create Kuala Lumpur as a great city, as a great livable city. And great livable cities have lots of key aspects to that. And a fundamental component to that is connecting. Connecting both on a social framework as well as for a physical framework. And what we've been working on is two main programs from the Economic Transformation Program, which is the River of Life and KBMRT. And both those programs are set up to enhance livability for Central KL.
Not many locals realize this, but AECOM's track record in other global cities makes it qualified to help transform how KLites live, work and play in the future.
So the two programs in terms of KVMRT and River of Life are really around that connectivity, where KVMRT is the ability for many different people in different areas of the Klang Valley to connect into Central KL. That provides opportunities for employment, for job creation, for wealth creation. It also provides an opportunity for some decentralization of the population that's projected to grow for the Klang Valley. I think that's one of the amazing things for the economic transformations programs is there's this goal to get to about 80% urbanization in Malaysia, which globally that's a very, very high target.
And in business, where one is situated really matters. Just as well, KL sits nicely in the center of ASEAN.
Kuala Lumpur has a lot of things to offer in terms of us as a business, and situating a lot of our regional functions here really does make sense. It's got very good access to talent. That talent crosses many different types of our businesses. We have a lot of technical professionals in various fields. And for us, the talent pool is quite wide in Malaysia that we can draw from. It's very cost effective in terms of both on the labor side as well as just our general operating costs are pretty efficient here in Kuala Lumpur. And then also we've got very good connectivity. The infrastructure is very, very strong in Kuala Lumpur.
Obviously, having a blue chip client on board will bode well for regional expansion then, which is good since ASEAN will be a $3 billion economy with more than 600 million hungry souls by 2020.
Actually, for AECOM, we see a lot of potential in Malaysia. And I think for us, it's really looking at the Southeast Asia region. And a lot of the pipeline of projects that are coming up here within Malaysia have a lot of potential value for us in terms of being able to participate in those. And those are both privately driven as well as public sector driven types of projects. And they span many different end markets. And so for us, I think we see a lot of potential across all of our businesses to be able to grow here in Malaysia, to really be able to service the country and participate in the building of the nation. Now, from that, we can use that as a springboard for some of our businesses to be able to then service similar type of clients in other marketplaces across Asia Pacific. So where similar type of things might be going on, maybe on the wastewater side, on the energy side, or even on the overall master planning of the Klang Valley and Kuala Lumpur, how that might transpose then to what other cities are dealing with within the region.
Overall then, decades of doing business in KL for both IBM and AECOM have paid immense dividends for both American corporations. And with the city, indeed the ASEAN region, still in hypergrowth mode, the future looks very interesting both for Malaysia as well as the United States.
InvestKL Conversations, brought to you by BFM in collaboration with InvestKL, Greater KL, the regional headquarters for MNCs in Asia. For more information on how InvestKL can help your business, visit www.investkl.gov.my.